What we create, what we produce is not perfect, but it is perfectible. That is the truth. So you will never come to a state where you are perfect for the job. You are perfectly equipped to do what you have to do, or to follow your dream, or to launch that business, or to finally launch that product. No, you will always lack something. That is something that I understood in my personal life. I will always lack something. I will never be ready. You have to understand that you will never be ready. Never. You will always lack something. Hi everyone, Zoe from Cameroon. Always a pleasure to be with you. We are live once more. How are you today? Jump in. We are about to share powerful nuggets. You know, in this platform, we are about sharing nuggets, wisdom, information, insights to help us achieve success, because we strongly believe that success is much more than just stuff, money, stuff. If you link success to money and stuff, it's too little. Success is much more than that. Success is fulfilling the intention of your creation, your purpose. In fact, one of the definitions we have here concerning success is fulfilling your purpose using your potential in a productive way. That's why I focus most of the time on productivity, personal growth, personal productivity, because I believe that this is one of the major or key element that will help you live the life of your dream. How are you today? I'm Zoe from Cameroon, Central Africa. I'm your host. How are you today? Okay, I want to share with you 8 ways to overcome procrastination. And I remember when I was accepted as a Ph.D. candidate. I haven't succeeded in writing my Ph.D. dissertation for 3 years. I was postponing, I was procrastinating, I was finding excuses, I was finding all kind of reasons. I'm too busy. I have my family, I have my children, I have my business. It's not easy. Even my spouse used to say to me, you have registered for to become a PhD candidate, and you are not writing your PhD dissertation. I was saying to her, you don't understand. I have many things to do. I cannot concentrate. I will do it. I have many things. And I was procrastinating for 3 years. And one day, my PhD director, told me that you should join my lab. You should come to my lab. You should join this community of mine where PhD candidates come together to help each other in writing their dissertation. You should join that community. If you do not join that community with all your different occupations, it will be difficult for you to write it. And I decided to try to do it. And when I joined that lab, that community with my PhD director, it took me, guess what? 6 months to write my entire PhD dissertation. 6 months. It took me 6 months to write my PhD dissertation. I was procrastinating for almost 3 years. I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about procrastinating. The danger of procrastination. So, today I want you to understand that, first of all, procrastination is not something bad in itself. Because procrastination means to putting off till tomorrow, and you can put off something till tomorrow without jeopardizing your success, jeopardizing your life, or jeopardizing or the future of your house or of your company. No, there is nothing bad in procrastinating, because when you are putting off intentionally something, that is not bad. There is nothing wrong in procrastinating in itself. But when it becomes a habit that you use to justify why you don't do what you said you will do, why you do not deliver on the promise you made to yourself, then it becomes a problem. When I had the opportunity to coach and advise and practice counseling since 2009. And let me tell you this, one of the major obstacles I see in people's lives, whether in their relationships, in their business, in their career, in pursuing their dream, one of the major obstacles is procrastination. Many people have big dreams. They want to do great things. But where the rubber meets the road is when it's time to take action, to deliver on your promise, to do what it takes to bring to completion or to bring to pass what you are dreaming every day, day and night. Procrastination can be dangerous. Procrastination can be the very thing that is preventing you from achieving your dream. And I want to say to you this: procrastination is not a character. That is a good news, in fact. Because people think that there are procrastinators and there are non-procrastinators. That is not true. Procrastinators can be an adjective to qualify someone, the way he behaves. But to be a procrastinator as a noun is not realistic, because procrastination is not an identity. You are not a procrastinator by your identity. Procrastination is not a character. No. Procrastination is a habit. It is formed. It is installed in your mindset, in your way of doing things. It is a habit. It is not a character. It is not an identity. It's something you build or your environment helped you build, consciously or unconsciously. It's a habit that you have installed or your environment helped you to install. And the good news is this: if procrastination is not an identity, if I'm not a procrastinator as a person, but I have built the habit of procrastinating, the good news is this: if I have installed that habit, I can also uninstall it. Simple. Let me ask you this question, and I want you to be sincere with yourself. If today you were able to stop putting off till tomorrow what you have to do today, how great will be your life? Where will you be, or where will you find yourself 5 years from now, maybe 3 years from now, maybe 1 year from now, if you decide and you were able from today to stick to your promises, to deliver on your promises, to be able to stop putting off off till tomorrow something you have to do today, how great will be your life? It is like something simple, but procrastination is the cause of many failures. Procrastination is the cause of many people being broke, being frustrated, in a bad shape, in a bad physical shape, because they are putting off till tomorrow something that is important. When you start developing or having this tendency of putting off till tomorrow things that are important for your life, for your health, for your relationship, for your marriage, for your children, for your company, for your business, for your career, it becomes like a sickness. It becomes dangerous. And it's time for you to take the bull by the horn and to change it, because if you succeeded, even unconsciously, in installing that habit of procrastination in your life, it means that you also have the power to uninstall it. That is the good news. I was finding excuses not to write my Ph.D. dissertation. I'm busy. Procrastinate. People who are procrastinating find good reasons not to do what they know can change their lives. There is a study, I forget the name of the person who conducted it, but there is a study that have been conducted to know what is the main difference between those who succeed and those who fail. And the difference was those who succeed have learned to do the hard things that those who fail do not want to do. Simple. Let me repeat it. Those who succeed in any field have built or have learned to do the hard things that those who fail do not want to do. They found that this is the only major difference. It means that for successful people, what you call a hard thing is also hard for them. What is difficult for you is also difficult for them. What is hard to do for you is also hard for them. But the difference is this: they have learned how to do the hard things, and they became comfortable doing the hard things. And when you become comfortable doing the hard things, what was hard in the beginning becomes easy, a habit, because you have mastered it by doing it over and over and over and over. It is possible for you to start loving, liking, enjoying doing what you are procrastinating on today. It is possible. I've seen it with my PhD dissertation. When I was thinking about writing my PhD dissertation, I was sick. It was something I didn't want to do. I knew it was important for my career. I knew it was important for me, but I didn't find the strength and enough motivation to do that. And I was finding excuses. But when I joined that community, and with other tips that I put together, I started enjoying doing that. It's amazing. You know, one of the justifications that I give to people to help them understand that they are not procrastinators, and it is also important for you to understand, is that when someone is procrastinating in a domain, if you look closely at his life, you will see that there are other domains where that person doesn't procrastinate. So it's not a problem of his identity. No, it's about a habit. It's about getting enough motivation to do what you know is important for you. All of us, we are procrastinating one way or another. But failure, those who are failing in life, procrastinate on important things most of the time. And those who are successful do not procrastinate most of the time, do not procrastinate on those very important things for their lives. That is the difference. They find a way to motivate themselves. They find a way, a system to put themselves in a place where they will have no other choice than to execute, no other choice than to do the job. And that is what you have to do also. You have to find that system. You have to lock yourself into that system that will place you into a situation where you will have no other option than to do what you said you will be doing. A system that will help you get enough motivation to do what you have to do. You are procrastinating maybe in a specific domain, but you will see that there are other domains where you are not procrastinating. You are very committed. You are a high achiever in that domain. It means that it's only a habit. It's a problem of motivation. It's a problem of not having the right system. Let me tell you this, something very, very powerful that I understood why I was training people and coaching people. Successful people, high achievers, high performers, I finally discovered that they are not superhumans. Michael Jordan is not a superhuman. No. They are not superhumans. No. Supermen or superwomen. No. Do you know what I've discovered? I discovered that those normal people discovered a powerful system, and they locked themselves into that system, and that system, because it is powerful, made them powerful. If you think that you need to become a superman or a superwoman to become a high achiever, you will fail. It is not sustainable. Every high achiever, high performer, successful person locked himself into a powerful system, and that system gives him no other choice than to execute, and that is the secret. So I wanted you to understand these basics. When it comes to procrastination, it's not a bad thing in itself. It becomes dangerous when you start developing the habit of procrastinating on important things that have the potential to change your life for good. Procrastinating on your success, procrastinating on your career, procrastinating on things that are very important for you. That is dangerous. Now, I want to give you 8, like I told you, 8 ways to overcome procrastination. The first way is quit perfectionism. Most of the procrastinators, or most of the people who procrastinate that I know or that I work with, one of the main causes is perfectionism. Perfectionism becomes for them an excuse to procrastinate. No, it's not perfect yet. I have to do this. I have to do that. It remains this. It lacks this. I have to do this first. No, they are procrastinating because they are suffering from perfectionism. But you and I, we know that perfection is not of this world. You will never be able to produce a craft, to produce a art, to produce a product, to produce a service that is perfect. It is impossible. The only thing that is real is progress, is growth, not perfectionism, not perfection. Perfection is not of this world. The essence, excuse me, the essence of life is growth. As long as we live, as long as there is life inside of us, we will be growing. We are ever growing creatures. And what we create, what we produce is not perfect, but it is perfectible. That is the truth. So you will never come to a state where you are perfect for the job. You are perfectly equipped to do what you have to do, or to follow your dream, or to launch that business, or to finally launch that product. No, you will always lack something. That is something that I understood in my personal life. I will always lack something. I will never be ready. You have to understand that you will never be ready. Never. You will always lack something. Do you know that even Bill Gates lacks something? Elon Musk lacks something. Jeff Bezos lacks something. Aliko Dangote lacks something. All of them are not perfect people. So quit perfectionism, because you will always lack something. You will never be ready and perfect for what you want to do, for the dream you want to pursue. Never. So quit perfectionism. Understand that it is an utopia. Is an utopia. It doesn't exist. The only thing that matters is growth, is progress. Simple. Everything is perfectible. Everything. So forget about doing something that is perfect. Understand that those who succeed in life are those who jump first and find their wings as they are going down. They understand that they will always lack something and there is no perfection. So the only thing that counts is to start and focus on growing. So that is the first way. Quit perfectionism. Second way, take ownership of your results or your future. You see, many people who are procrastinating, in the back of their mind, on the unconscious level, they have this subtle belief that by waiting, things will get right. Circumstances will change into their favor. The environment will change to fit their dream. They have this subtle belief in the back of their mind that if I'm where I wait, things will change. Things will get better in the environment. I will have the right skill. I will have the right knowledge. I will meet the right person. That is why it is very important for you to understand this. You are the only one responsible for your results. Nothing will change unless you change. You have to do something first. Even if you need support from others, you have to understand that support will only be a reaction to the action that you took in the first place. It starts with you. Take ownership. Nothing will change unless you change. You are responsible for your results. When I understood that, if I do not change my behavior and my attitude concerning writing my PhD dissertation, no one will come and write it for me. And when I understood also that things will get worse, I will never have the time that I was thinking that I will have. No, I have to take ownership today. I have to do something today, because as I am growing, I am aging, things will get complicated. So the best time for me to start doing and writing my dissertation was to start now, in that day. So it's very important. Nothing will change. Many of you say that, no, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for this circumstance, I'm waiting for people to do this, when I will have this, no. Take ownership. Understand that you are the initiator of everything you will receive. Because, like I usually say, you have your future harvest right now. You have it right now in your possession in a seed form, in something that seems insignificant, negligible. But if you understand the power and the potential of that thing that is negligible, and you know how to use it and to trade it, you will be able to get the harvest you desire. So the second way is to take ownership of your future, to understand that nothing will happen unless you do something. Even in the Bible, my friend, if you want the salvation, you need faith. It starts with you, not with God. If the farmer wants the harvest, it starts with him choosing and selecting the right seed, the right field, the right soil, the right environment, preparing the soil, sowing the seed, watering the seed. It starts with him. And when he has done that, then the rain can come down and it can have a beautiful and a great harvest. It starts with you. Take ownership of your results. The third way, focus on why. That is one of the things that helped me when I decided to stop procrastinating on writing my PhD dissertation. I asked myself, why am I doing this? And I linked the writing of my PhD dissertation with a major goal, a major target that I had. And when I linked it, it created motivation. Most of you are procrastinating in that specific task or activity because you don't see the link between what you have to do, that activity, and your why, and your purpose, and your mission, and your major goal. If you understand and you see clearly the link between that activity and your major goal, or your purpose, your why, it will create in you motivation. Do you know that purpose-driven people are more motivated than result-oriented people? Do you know that? That purpose-driven people are more motivated than result-oriented ones? Purpose creates passion, and passion creates motivation. Passionate people are always motivated. Always. And one of the reasons why people are procrastinating is because they lack motivation, enough motivation to do that hard things. And that motivation comes when you focus on the why. Why are you doing this? Why do you think it's important for you to do this? Why this activity? Why writing this book? Why launching that community? Why doing that is important for you? You have to link that activity you are procrastinating on with your why, with your purpose, with your major goal, with your dream. And when you will see clearly that that activity you are procrastinating on will help you achieve your why, your purpose, it will create passion, and that passion will create motivation. It is important. Very important. So that was the third way. The fourth way is join a community of high achiever. I think for me, that is the best thing I've done. That helped me to write my dissertation, PhD dissertation, in 6 months after procrastinating on writing it for almost 3 years. For me, the major thing, the major secret, the major tip is the fact that I've joined a community of PhD candidates who were dedicated to finish writing their PhD dissertation. Simple. My PhD director introduced me to that lab, that community, and there was such an emulation in that community. When I was there, I was seeing how other people were progressing in the writing of their dissertation, and it created in me such a drive, because no one wants to display himself as a loser. No one. When you surround yourself with high achievers, when you surround yourself with passionate people, when you surround yourself with like-minded people who are progressing, who are growing into the same field where you want to grow, it creates you a powerful drive that will cause you to do whatever it takes not to show yourself to others as a loser. All of us, we want to show ourselves to others as a winner, as a high achiever. By surrounding yourself in the community by surrounding yourself by high achievers, you will start mirroring their attitude, their mindset. You will start to incorporate it. You will start to assimilate it. And those habits, those attitudes will become yours because you are among them. That is why I have created the Growth Addicted Facebook group. Is a community, a new community. If you want to beat procrastination, if you want to be a high achiever, if you want to become a finisher, if you want to deliver on your promise, I suggest to you that you go in the comment section, click on the link and join the group, because in that group, for the first 3 months, I will be delivering master classes. I will be going deep. I will be diving deep into topic that will help you be more to do more. Because if you become more, you'll be able to do more. And if you do more, having more will no more be a problem. And giving more will no more be a problem, because having and giving are the results of being and doing. In that community, I will provide to you clarity, focus, and motivation. And for the first 3 months, from February to April, it is free. After that, you will have enough experience in that community to make your own opinion if it is worth you investing your money in that community, so you can join for free. Because I understand the power of a community, my friend. That is why I've succeeded in writing in 6 months my PhD dissertation, I was procrastinating on for three years. The fifth way is get a coach or an accountability partner. And that is something that can be provided to you in a community. You need an accountability partner. You need to be held accountable. When one of the things we had in that community when I was preparing my PhD, I was writing my PhD dissertation, is that we were meeting every Wednesday. And during those meetings, we will have to present to others what we have written, our findings, our research, and our progress every Wednesday. And the fact that I knew that I had to present on Wednesday made me work hard, because I have to find something to show to others, because I was held accountable. Yes, I was held accountable. You need to be held accountable. And that is why one of the powerful ways to overcome procrastination is to get a coach, or if you cannot have a coach, an accountability partner, someone who will hold you accountable, someone you will report to that this is what I had to do today, this is what I've done. You have to report. And the simple fact that you know that you will have to report to him or to her will make you do what you decided to do. It is very important. The sixth way is break it down, chunk it. That goal, that activity, chunk it. Break it down into small pieces that are measurable. I remember I said to myself for my PhD that I will write 2 pages per day, at least. I decided to chunk it, to break it down. Instead of focusing one day to write 30 pages or 40 pages, I decided that every day I will write at least 2 pages, and I will read at least 1 research paper. Every day, I chunked it. I broke it down into small pieces that were measurable. At the end of the day, I could tell you if today I succeeded or I failed. If I wrote my 2 pages at least, and I read my 1 research paper, for me that was a success. It was measurable. How can you break that major task into small pieces that are measurable? It is important that you are able to measure it, because if it is not measurable, you cannot know your progress on a daily basis. You will not have that scorecard that will help you see your progress. At the end of every day, I knew if I succeeded that day in the process of writing my PhD dissertation or not, because I chunked it into small pieces, 2 pages at least per day, and 1 research paper. There were days where I wrote 2 pages. There were days where I wrote 10 pages. There were days where I read 1 research paper, even 2 research papers. But there were days also where I failed to read 1 research paper. But I was able to track it because it was measurable. And that is very important, to chunk that activity, to chunk it, to break it down. It is very important. The 7th way is to schedule it. Use time blocking Say to yourself, between this hour and this hour, I will be focusing on this. Time block that moment. Use the time blocking approach. Schedule it. And when that time comes, forget about everything else. When I was writing my PhD dissertation and the time for writing it came, I used to take my phone, turn it off, and put it in a cabinet. No phone in front of me, no internet, nothing. Only my laptop, my books, my articles, my research papers, and I was there to write. And I had like that 2 hours or 3 hours every day. You have to schedule it. You have to time block it. And when that time comes, you put away your phone, you put away any distraction, and you focus only on that thing. It is very important, because distractions, it is very dangerous when you want to do something that is important. So you have to get rid of everything that can distract you. TV, phones, every screen except your laptop if you are writing something. You have to focus only on that task. And the last way is reward yourself. You know what I do? When I finish, for example, writing the pages that I intended to write that day, and I succeeded, I used to go and play a video game. That was my reward. Because I have this philosophy from the Bible that the rest is a reward after walking. The rest is the reward after walking. If you didn't walk, you don't have a reason to rest or to enjoy or to reward yourself. That is why when I finished with my 2 pages and reading my research paper, I could come and spend time with my children playing video games. I deserved it because I have walked. Therefore, I deserved recreation. I deserve spending quality times with my family. I deserve a reward. So these are the 8 ways you can use right after this video, this live session, that will completely change your life from someone who is procrastinating to a high achiever. First, quit perfectionism. Second, take ownership of your results. Third, focus on your why. Fourth, join a community of high achievers. 5, get yourself a coach or an accountability partner. 6, break it down, chunk it. 7, schedule it. Time blocking, use time blocking. And 8, reward yourself. These are the 7 ways. If you apply them, your life will never be the same. And do not forget, if you want to be among people who are driven by growth, to be more, to be able to do more, because they understood that by being more, you will be able to do more, and by doing more, you will be able to have more, and by having more, you'll be able to give more. If you want to be among that kind of people, a community of people like that, where I will be sharing with you, I will be delivering you masterclassly in a monthly basis, where I will be going deep into topics that will help you get clarity, focus, and motivation to become a high achiever. Then you should definitely get into the comment section. Click on the link below and join that community. We had our first masterclass the last week, and you can see it. It is available for the 3 first months from February to April. It is totally free, and after these 3 months you will have enough experience to decide by yourself if it is worth investing your money. It is very important. I hope you've got some value from this live session. It was a pleasure for me to be with you, to be your host, to be the one who was delivering this content to you. Share this live. Tag your friend. Let everybody know that there is a platform where we share valuable content to help us be more, to be able to do more. And as I usually say, it was a pleasure for me. It was Zoe from Cameroon, and I wish you success.